Hello, you amazing, wonderful people. It is your buddy, Chris, aka Mr. Amon, 420. Yes, and I'm here with another exciting review for you today. Hopefully all of you had an okay weekend, because right now we're like under a blizzard warning outside. It is really coming down. But also I'd like to wish everyone a happy Martin Luther King Day, and hopefully you're doing something to celebrate an incredible man. So before we go into everything you need to do, I like to say that this video can be sponsored by paypal.me, which means if you guys want to contribute to help out this channel, please click on the link, and I really appreciate it. Helping any amount would be fantastic. It would mean a lot to me coming from you guys, because I love you like my family. The family that the part I speak to, because there's another family I just fucking hate. Either way, I do want to give everyone a heads up. Come Friday, February 1st, I will be doing a live Q&A, or just conversation for everyone. It's going to be starting from 7 p.m. and we'll continue where you are. If you're on the West Coast, that'll be 4 p.m. on your time. If you're overseas, it'll probably be around midnight or so. So hopefully if you're up, or if you don't have time and you can't stay out for it, you can send me any questions on my Facebook page. Just leave me a message like, hey, listen, I'm not going to be there, and if you could do this, I really appreciate it. So yeah, I would definitely love to answer all questions. They can be as weird as possible. As a matter of fact, the more fucked up, the better. Alright, I'll be right back, and why don't you stick around and we'll talk about the brand new short film that I'm dying to explain to you guys. Stay tuned. Well, guys, I appreciate you sticking around. It means a lot to me. So this one is a bit of a weird adventure. It's a short film and actually comes from Emil Johannson. Now, Emil made Planned Parenthood a little while back, and I loved it. I thought it was fucking strange. This one is actually strange, but more gory, and I had a lot of fun checking it out. The film is entitled Auopssessed, or it's Auopssessed. So I want to say Auopssessed or Aoupssessed. Either way, it's really, when I actually tried to look in for Google and find out what does that mean, and it doesn't really have a meaning because it's not really a word. I don't think so. Either way, it's a doozy of a film. Basically, we start off with this guy. He's dressed up in a welder's outfit, no, a mortician's outfit, and he's got a little face mask covering some gloves, and he's wearing some cyberpunk glasses covering the eyes. He walks into a room, and there's a girl on a bed, and she's got a lab coat on. She's having a good time, and he comes in. It's like, what seems to be a problem? There's something wrong with me. And she's doing this while she's had a pigtail and a lollipop, and it just starts to feel like, oh, is this going to be a porn? Because it's going to be an interesting one, that's for sure. And then he asks, it's like, I might as well take a look at you. He opens up part of her lab coat, and he does an incision. No anesthetic or nothing. She's awake, and she's just going through this. And he makes the incision, opens her up, and lo and behold, he starts taking out the intestines.
Let's see what we got. Look, my dear. Does it hurt?
Could you massage them? A little higher.
There?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I gotta say, that was a bit of an interesting experience, as I say myself. And this kind of continues. You know, the doc starts massaging the intestines, and she loves that. And they start looking in, and they find the kidney and the liver, and they're having a blast playing with it all. And there's actually one part to where he tells her, it's like, oh, you've been such a good patient. I'm going to give you a barbecue. Like, ooh. And he puts her intestines on a handmade grill that's right at her legs, which I feel may not be her legs, because they seem bigger than she is, and they're really hairy, like it's a Emil's legs.
It's almost perfect. We're just gonna let them cook for a while.
Kind of continues with that. They have a nice time, but the ending is an interesting situation because he finds out what's wrong with her and he pulls it out. It just there are some things that he finds on her body. He's like, hey, that's not supposed to be there. And it's like, what have you been doing? What have you been eating? Or what have you been shoved up your ass? And it continues. But the ending kind of leaves you with, huh? It's, but it's batshit insane. And I don't want to give it away because it's something you would actually really enjoy checking out. This is, it's only an 8-minute short, but it's a great 8-minute short. I spoke to Emil about it, and he said that they only had a $40 to $50 budget. And I thought, wow, that seems really cheap. And it doesn't look it. Like, the set design was pretty cool. The cinematography works really well. The ADR on it is fantastic. I'm realizing that Emil does some incredible ADR work where it sounds like them, but it doesn't sound like them, and it works on a whole bunch of different levels. I'm a big fan of Emil's right now. Like, I saw on Planned Parenthood, and I saw the Swedish Horse film, but I know he wasn't directing that, but this one he did, and it's a shame that the anthology that this was supposed to go to didn't work out, but it's something awesome, like seriously awesome. I would definitely suggest checking it out for yourself. Unfortunately, I don't know where you'll be able to do it for the time being, but for now, it's something to look forward to, because when you have a doctor and a patient and they're having such a good time, you forget that, all of her organs are out of her body, but that's okay. Here's the liver, here's the kidney, It's just weird. But it was fun, and that's what I got out of it. I definitely would recommend, whenever it comes out, to keep an eye out for it. Because Emil's just going to be one of those directors that you're going to want to look out for and understand, like, oh, this guy has talent. Seriously, good amount of talent. But yeah, that's kind of how it goes, because yeah, since it was 8 minutes, I don't really have a lot to discuss about the film, but still, it was an enjoyable watch. Don't have any problems with it. It's really good. But guys, thank you so much for taking the time on your busy schedule. Hopefully you're doing okay with the snow. We're trying our best to make sure it goes well here, but the snow definitely does suck. So guys, I will be back on Wednesday, where I'll be talking about Unearthed Films' release of Brutal. Ooh, so excited to check that out. But I want to thank Emil Johannson. Guys, at the end of the video, I will give you a link to my other review for Emil's film, Unplanned Parenthood. That way you can take a look at it and see what you think of what I thought of it. But either way, guys are fucking amazing. And remember, Friday, February 1st, I'll be doing a live Q&A on YouTube, 7 p.m. If you have any questions for me, or if you have some suggestions I could do, let me know. I appreciate it. I love you all to death. You take care. Be safe. Until next time, rate, comment, subscribe, and don't drink the Kool-Aid. See ya.